everyone, and welcome. My name is Jeff, and today we are going to have some fun playing Magic. And the fun thing that we are trying to do today is we are playing a deck called Blue Red Auras. I know, super fun. This deck name I didn't take much time on right now. And so in the top right corner, there's an icard that pulls up, and it has a poll for some better names that I had to think up of along the time that I'm editing, everything like that. And so let me know in the poll which is your favorite there, and also down in the comments maybe a good name for this type of deck. And so I'm going to get into what we're actually trying to do with this deck here in a bit, but I would love to hear hear you guys' thoughts for a good name because a deck is only as good as its name, obviously. And so if you have a good one, I'll pin you guys to the top. And all right, let's get into the game, into our deck here. So first off, what we're trying to do is we're playing blue-red auras. So just like it sounds, we have a lot of auras and we have a lot of blue-red creatures. So first off, Valduk, Keeper of the Flame, fantastic card. Champion of Flame, fantastic card. And so that combo you've seen quite a bit where we're playing, Cartouche of Zeal, Cartouche of Knowledge. I do love the Cartouche, the Trial of Knowledge. I think it's a great card. I'm just playing one of, just to make sure that we can draw some extra cards. But ultimately, we're playing kind of a Departed Deckhand is another great card that we have that's an unblockable creature for the most part. It can be blocked by spirits, but we're never really going to run into that deck. It's not really popular. Curious Obsession is another main staple in this deck, making sure that anytime we do combat damage to a player, we draw a card. So really what we're trying to do is just be really low to the ground, swing in as often as humanly possible. Red has a lot of really good, powerful auras that can do quite a bit of damage quick. We want to play all four of our Swashbucklings, though, mostly for our Departed Deckhand and our Champion of Flame. Just another way we can kind of get in. Otherwise, Stormfleet Sprinter can get in unblockable, and so that's kind of our goal is, if we get a Valduk and a Champion of Flame, fantastic. We go huge and powerful. Otherwise, everything else is unblockable, and hopefully we can get in for those last few points of damage with these creatures. So that is the deck, and that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get into the gameplay. Leave a comment down below of your favorite name, and we will get going. Wish me luck. All right, so here we are in Arena Standard, and we are playing Unblockable Auras? Blue-red Auras is what we're playing. And let's see what we draw into here. Opponent is going first, so we get to draw. All right, so interesting hand. We really want blue mana, but we're going to keep this on the power of Champion of Flame, so we will keep this. Opponent plays an island, and ooh, a mill deck. Either mill or they're kind of finishing off what's going to be happening here with God Pharaoh's Gift. So let's see, is it God Pharaoh's or mill? They're milling us, all right. We lose out on some pretty fun cards that we wish we had, as well as our island. Oh man, those would have been three fantastic draws. All right, they passed the turn, so we will play an island. We drew into that, play Champion of the Flame. And they're going to bring in their blocker. So they can block a lot of our damage, but we will. Consuming Fervor is powerful enough to. Ooh, Dynavolt Tower. Interesting. This is looking like a pretty fun, interesting deck. Alright, so we're losing a lot of our good stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so. Ooh, alright, so they're tapped down, so Consuming Fervor. Unfortunately, this means we put 2 neg1 counters each turn at the beginning of our upkeep, but we get to swing in with an 11/11 on turn 3, so hey, not too shabby at all. Yeah, but it does have trample. So they gain energy for blocking. We bring them down to 13, and let's hope they don't have a bounce spell. Alright, so they mill us again. Losing out some more cards, but we do take neg1 counters here now. See if we draw into... Oh, no. Nothing. Alright, so let's go ahead and get down our Departed Deckhand. It is better than the Mist-Cloaked Herald. And swing in. Alright, so they do have a Blink of an Eye. That's cool, that's cool. Alright, so we will go ahead and play it again and pass the turn. Alright, opponent's milling us some more. Losing out on lands, that's fine with us right now. So we're going to play Mist-Cloaked Herald. Alright, I was trying to see if they have a response. It looked like they did. So we're going to go to combat now. Swing in, and actually they don't have a blocker, so swing in. We know they have flash, but we're okay with them flashing in their wall. Aether trade wins. Alright, so we do have to sack the Departed Deckhand because it was targeted. And they return back their Minister of Inquiries, which, I mean, does slow down the mill a little bit. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and pass the turn. So we have a 5-turn clock. Mostly because I'm not sure we're not going to be attacking with the Champion of Flames right now. Oh, come on. Where's all of our R's? We have milled so many lands. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to go to combat, swing in for 2. And so this Dynavolt Tower can kill one of these guys. I feel like they're waiting for it for a Champion of Flame, but nope. We bring them down to 9, pass the turn. So right now they're drawing an extra card every turn as well. Divination, draws cards, gets some energies. Will mill us, and stop milling all of our good cards. Alright, Cartouche isn't bad. Alright, so Cartouche, and we can make the Padim not block. So yeah, so Cartouche comes down. So Padim can't block. Go to combat. Swing in. So they do have a blocker now. We bring them down to 7 and pass the turn. They are drawing all of the cards. Play an island, and I mean, as long as they don't have a bounce spell, we still have a chance. But we need to be drawing into all of these auras that they're milling for us. Man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so Karn Temporal Summoning. So they gain energy, they get to bring that back. Gain some more energy, take an extra turn. So now they can kill our Champion of the Flame. And they're actually going to kill the Mist-Cloaked Herald. They swing in, bring this down to 19. Take their extra turn. Alright, I was wondering if like Nexus of Fate was going to come out now. Oh my goodness, this deck is crazy. Losing more and more good stuff. They might actually mill us out here. Alright, so there we go. Get to speed up the clock a little bit. So, Sprinter comes down. We go to combat. We attack in with these two. They block, but it does have trample. Bring them down to 2 and pass the turn. They play Reliquary Tower. Milling over all of our good cards. Seriously, every time. Aether Will. Alright, is interesting. Oh, and they kill the Sprinter. Okay, okay. Swashbuckling. So do we have enough here? So I think if we throw down a Swashbuckling onto the other champion, makes it a 5/5. And so we're going to go to combat and swing in, mostly to kill the Aethertide Whale. I don't... I mean, maybe it's not the best play, but I think that clearing up their board is going to be better for us because we have more chances to draw into another sprinter. I haven't seen a ton of those. Yeah, so we have 2 more sprinters in the deck still. They block here. Oh, and a blink of an eye. Goodness gracious. All right, so we get to kill the whale still. Play our Champion of the Flame again. And pass the turn. I mean, I'm guessing opponent thinks this is already a land, but we'll hold on to it. Memorial to Genius. Minister of Inquiries. Yep. Interesting deck, interesting. Yep, they kill the Champion of the Flame. Can swing in for quite a bit now. Alright, didn't mill over a sprinter, so we have a chance. Brings us down to 17. So they can tap down creatures when we get them. So, man, I don't know if there's any way out of this now, guys. Especially with the Padim. I was really hoping we could kill that guy. As foretold. Sequestered. Oh, no, that's Inventor's Fair. So, I mean, they could mill us here. Yep. Are we actually going to get milled out? No! Stormfleet Sprinter. Not a Stormfleet Sprinter. Play an island. 9 cards. They don't have enough energy, but they get 2 cards to draw a spell. You got 2 cards there and 2 more cards. So they could draw 4 for any spell or instant sorcery. So, I mean, it's over. We get milled out. Which, I mean, I'm always a fan of someone doing a mill, you know, strategy. Like, that's cool. Yeah, opponent's saying good game. So, do they have a spell? All right, so... Oh, there's the last Stormfleet Splinter. Oh, man. We almost had a chance there. Yep, okay, they do have it. Yep, Psychic Corrosion. Alright, yep, and we lose because we are out of cards. So, alright. Alright, so here we are in Arena Standard, and last game, we're playing Blue-Red Auras, and last game we died to Dynavolt Towers and getting milled out of all things. So, yeah, interesting, and this looks like a great hand, so we're going to keep this. Yeah, this is pretty fantastic. Hopefully we don't run into like removal.deck, because that's never fun, but Highland Lake go, and then Champion of Flame into... Oh. Well, we're going to take it, because of the last game, we are going to take the victory. Alright, so here we are again in Arena Standard, and hopefully our opponent stays around this time. So this is really the main reason I edit my videos, is because I don't like those kinds of games mostly. I will show this one. Oh, I'm going first. Got a mulligan that hand. Alright, this isn't bad. We'll keep this. And yeah, we'll definitely keep that on top. So, Mountain go, pass the turn. They play Island and Opt. We play Spirebluff Canal and Champion of the Flame. And pass the turn. Alright, so here's the question. It might be a counter, but let's go ahead and throw down Valduk. I mean, we could have done so much damage there with him. But a bounce spell is pretty bad. Yeah. We'll swing in for 1. Booyah. Opponent plays an island and Adeliz. Ooh, all right, all right. So they will have shocks and stuff like that. I'm not sure if they play Blink of an Eye really in this. But so we're going to get down Mist-Cloaked Herald. And we are only playing 3 mana things, so I'm not going to play the island right now. But let's go ahead and get Valduk. And let's see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and Cartouche of Zeal. I mean, I could have given the Mist-Cloaked Herald haste there, but we all know that this is going to be better. So, yep, we all attack in. Bring him down to 5 and pass the turn. And, I mean, I think regardless of what they do here, what they have, unless it's, yeah, I think the only thing, if we draw into an aura next turn, we have the game regardless. They might be able to, yeah, Blink of an Eye. All right, yeah, apparently they can do a lot of everything they need to. So, all right, another Champion of Flame. So we will go ahead and play the Valduk. See if it gets countered. Syncopates. Ah, so should have played the island beforehand. Punt on my part. All right, yep. So swing in. Bring him down to 4. And so, I mean, there's quite a few draws. If we get another Consuming Fervor, we possibly have the game. I mean, anything for the Champion of Flame is good too. They sift. Luckily, they won't be really likely to swing in because they know that we're like 1 draw away from winning. Civ and Fire on the Mist-Cloaked Herald. Okie dokie. They don't swing in. That's good. Alright, so we'll just hold on to the Highland Lake for a while. Champion of Flame. Number 2. And pass the turn. Mirari Conjecture. Alright, so I'm guessing they grab another Shiv and Fire. And, I mean, we still have... Oh, come on, deck. Give us a draw. So no attackers. We don't want them to kill one now. So they could fire off the Shiv and Fire and get another one back. That's honestly probably the better play. Or getting double cast. Yep. Enigma Drake comes down, and then they can... Well, they can't double cast and do that now. So, I mean, that's something. Ah, come on, deck. Alright, so Cartouche of Knowledge. So we get a draw card. So we're going to play a mountain first this time, just in case of a syncopate. Let's see if they have a bounce spell. They do have Shiv and Fire right away. So, I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. We just have to get it out of their hand. Yep, Shiv and Fire. Makes Enigma Drake bigger. And, yep, no attackers. So Mirari Conjecture goes off, and so until the end of turn, they get to double their spell. So they double the double cast. And so now whatever gets casted next gets like... So, alright, so Lightning Strikes, yep. Adeliz is going to go crazy here, so they get to Lightning Strike us like crazy. Yeah, so they do have game here. Good job, opponent. Good job, opponent. Man, I think that if we had had any better draws there, we would have done it. We go down to 1. So, Cartouche of Knowledge, yep, and we will scoop it up. Yeah, so we scoop it up. Oh, man, oh, man. Okay, so we're trying one more game here with red-blue auras, and if we can't pull this one off, unfortunately, I'm not going to play anymore. I have a wife that needs me and my time, but, I mean, we're getting some good hands, so we're going to keep this. I feel like our hands have been fairly decent. It's just that the big issue with this deck is that removal hurts us so much. And so if anyone has more than one piece of removal, we're basically dead. So yeah, Mountain, pass the turn. Forest. All right, so actually Forest gives us a shot here. So Departed Deckhand, go. And I think we actually have a chance here. Maybe not. All right, River Sneak. All right, so, ooh, okay. So here we go. So we're going to play Valduk. They do have bounce spells a lot of times here, but we're going to swing in Departed Deckhand. So one thing I totally forgot with Departed Deckhand is you definitely can't place auras onto it. Yeah, so that is one thing too. All right, this is going to be insane. So first off, Curious Obsession, Consuming Fervor, Cartouche of Zeal, and yeah, opponent scoops it up. All right, so all right, that is the game we were looking for. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play it out, but I think we had lethal there. We would have created, 9 points plus 8 and gain life, swinging for 2 more. Yeah, so we had the game there. Yep. All right, so you guys are probably all screaming at me from the beginning, at the beginning deck tech that I did. Departed Deckhand is definitely not a good deck for auras, I realize, because you can't target it with your own abilities, otherwise it dies. So luckily we never actually ran into that. And really, we're not trying to use that too much. We're trying to use all the other ones and just kind of use it as a finisher. I mean, really, it's great if we can use its ability on Valduk, but we probably would want to go down to like 2 copies of this. Well, really, we want to replace this with Slitherblade. I just didn't have them, and I didn't want to go back and looking for them because it's it's going to be rotating out. But anyway, that is blue red auras, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out a ton. Comment down below. Hopefully, erase your comment or put it down below. Like, okay, you caught that the Departed Deckhand was a big punt on my part. Yep. Okay, we get it. And anyway, that's it for me today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.